Hello everyone. Here we have the human vs undead tutorial game, and I'm gonna go through the game to show you all of the basics of TLT, and maybe then understand how this game works. So here we are at the starting hand screen, and this allows you to look at your starting hand and make changes to it if you would like. I choose to put L-Lock back into the deck due to her high technology requirement. As for Aaron Guard, there is no need to keep them in the starting hand since there are about 15 of them in the deck. So here we are at the first action phase, and I suggest using all 3 manas during each action phase, because at the end of the action phase, 3 manas will be deducted if you don't use them. The reason why I summon Aaron Guard on the middle path is that this unit could be carried by hero creatures to force a troop. As for the Tower Overseer, because he doesn't have any special effects nor the ability to be carried, so I put it on the left side path. By the way, the opponent mixed some demon cards in, which shows that it is completely possible to mix and match 2 different heroes as long as they share the same technology. As I mentioned before, this hero creature could be summoned on the Aaron Guard to force a troop. A tip here is that summoning a normal creature before summoning a hero creature could make your tactics hidden. And here, I choose to use the Venom to kill the Skeleton Rider. By doing so, not only I protect my 8/9 hero creature, but also keep building the advantages on the field. Since the middle unit has the Smash feature, it is able to deal excess damage to the back line, or player when no creature on the back. Right now, we have the advantage on the battlefield, so we don't really need to kill all the opponent's unit. When all actions that can be taken are over, both players will head into the next action phase. The same as the first action phase, both players will start by choosing their next technology. The opponent placed an undead hero creature, which is pretty strong on the side path. And as you can see, we don't have any card that could destroy that minion, so we can only summon minions. But it's not a big deal. Here I put the Aaron Guard on the field first. However, there is still 1 mana remaining which would not be able to be carried over to the next action phase. So I decided not to hide the tactics and summon the hero creature on the Aaron Guard. The effect of the Akasha Greystone is the normal creature in hand could be summoned with 1 mana cost less, which means that we wasted 1 mana cost. Because Akasha doesn't have the Smash feature, so I decided to summon minions on the side path as long as we can ensure that Akasha does not die. At the end of every action phase, the phase remaining mana cost will be deducted. But as we can see here, human has already used 6 manas. Therefore, no mana will be deducted. I made a mistake here. I tried to use the Venom on the minion, but it didn't work. This creature could add 1 attack value and 1 health on another infantry, which is a quite useful and flexible Aaron creature for early game. Akasha's other special effect is that if she kills an opponent's minion, a 2/4 minion will be added to your hand. Therefore, as long as Akasha is still on the field, there will be a steady supply of minions. Right now, the pressure is on the opponent due to the Akasha's effects. However, one of the characteristics of the undead is that it has the ability to summon minions from the grave. And the third turn is a key turn to the undead. Let's see how the undead deal with this turn. Here, we're going to talk a little about the effect of Commander of the Glory Legion. By summoning this unit, it could give the other two infantry +1 attack value, even if the infantry was carried by a human creature. It seems like the undead player haven't got the key cards in his hand. He summoned the McDolphin on the middle path, which effect is summoning 2 skeletons on the left and right side, but due to the order of card playing, opponent summoned 1 less skeleton. At the same time, it can be seen from the middle action bar that the blue symbol of the middle means that our team will attack first this war phase. So I summoned the 4/5 to keep the Akasha alive as well as the advantage on the field. Here I choose to attack the Paloom on the second left path. By doing so, the 2 tower overseers on the left could remain on the field. The undead player chooses to destroy the tower overseers on the second left path, which causes the human has to use the most left tower overseers to kill the skeleton. Another action phase starts, and since we already reached the max tech, no more tech needed to be added. Akasha was destroyed, but it doesn't matter. The undead placed the Aidenlarg on the mid, which is by far strongest undead card. So I also put my strongest card in my hand on the field and try to kill it during the war phase, or it will be a huge problem. However, the opponent will also put all the resources on Aidenlarg to keep it alive. At this time, it is the deciding turn, and the advantage still belongs to the human player. Aidenlarg's effect could only summon non-hero creatures from the grave, so it only summoned 1 skeleton. It was a huge mistake for the undead player. Maybe he didn't check his grave or he didn't have another strong creature in his hand. This mistake might lead him losing the game. If the field is not too stressful or the card could lead you to winning directly, try to save the powerful cards to the end, so that you can observe the opponent's direction, and you can also have more choices in the next round. Here I place the Elok onto the field, which effect is deploying 3 Aaron Pharaoh guards onto the field. The undead this turn summoned the Farbulus, which is also a strong card. Its effect is deploying skeleton onto it on empty places before the war phase. So basically, if the player can control the field, there is actually no shortage of damage at all. Basically, as long as you stabilize the field like this, it is difficult to lose. Moreover, field controlling is just one method to win the game. There are still other ways to win the game, such as agility method. Here, the undead summoned another Aidenlarg. However, the advantage of the human side is already extremely obvious, and the undead is less likely to make a comeback. At this stage, it is already a lost game to the undead, even though the creature, the overall attack value of the human player already exceeds the health of the undead player. So commend the Carlord Greystone to attack the Aidenlarg, and due to the smash feature, excess damage will be dealt to the undead player, and the human player wins the game. Congrats!